Hi everyone, I'm Tessa, and I'm currently working toward my clinical mental health counseling degree. At the beginning of the class, I shared that my goals were to develop my counseling skills, increase my self-awareness, and learn how to maintain my own well-being while balancing a really busy schedule. I talked about wanting to improve my self-care habits, especially getting more sleep because I hardly sleep at all. Um, I wanted to start counseling, and create a realistic plan that would allow me to take care of myself while managing working, school, and being a mom. In my original self-care plan, I um, identified some things that were already helping me manage stress. These included taking mental health days from work, um, doing fun things when I had the time, spending quality time with my kids, and going line dancing with some of my friends. I also talked about wanting to be more intentional about self-care because I understood that taking care of myself was important to becoming an effective counselor. Um, I was able to maintain some parts of my self-care plan, like taking mental health days, and I'm still going line dancing. These both helped me the most. Taking mental health days gave me the opportunity to step away from my responsibilities and focus on something that I actually enjoy doing. Same with line dancing. I really enjoy that. And it allowed me to spend time with other people, like my friends. It was definitely very stress relieving. Some parts of my original plan were a little harder to maintain. One of my biggest goals was to improve my sleep. Unfortunately, my sleep has actually gotten worse. Um, Between working and completing the degree and the assignments and taking care of the kids and managing activities and responsibilities at home and work and school and trying to keep up with everything, sleep was usually sacrificed. Another goal I had was to start counseling for myself. Um, I still believe that would be beneficial. I just can't find the time to be able to do it. Um, I don't know if it's because of my busy schedule or if it's because I don't really prioritize focusing on bettering myself. I guess I need to figure that out to be able to work towards it. Um, the biggest challenge I faced maintaining my self-care routine was finding enough time. My schedule continues to be very full, and most of the time I'm just exhausted. There were times when I felt overwhelmed and realized that I was putting so much energy into taking care of everyone and everything else that I was not really making enough time for myself. Even though I struggled with some parts of my plan, I learned that self-care does not have to be perfect to be helpful. I learned that small moments of self-care can still make a difference. The mental health days and time spent line dancing helped me reset when I was feeling overwhelmed. They gave me a chance to step away from stress, reconnect with the people who support me, and come back feeling more balanced. Self-care had a positive impact on my overall well-being throughout the semester. While I still experienced stress and exhaustion, having those outlets helped me manage the stress better. When I allowed myself to reset, I noticed improvements in my mood and my ability to be present with my family, my coworkers, and the people I work with. As a counseling student, the experience helped me understand even more why self-care is so important for helping professionals. Counselors spend so much time supporting each other, and without taking care of ourselves, it becomes much harder to be fully present and effective. This semester showed me that self-care is not something that can always be pushed aside until there's extra time, because there may never be extra time. It has to be included intentionally. The biggest lesson I learned is that self-care is necessary to keep me balanced. For me, it's like a reset. It allows me to step away, recharge, and come back to handle my responsibilities. Moving forward, I want to continue making time for things that help me reset, like spending time with friends, taking breaks when I need them, and finding realistic ways to prioritize my well-being. I would also like to find new hobbies or different activities that could help me relieve the stress. If I were creating a new self-care plan, I would focus less on trying to make major changes all at once and instead focus on small, consistent habits to fit into my life. I would continue working toward better sleep, consider making counseling a priority, and continue recognizing that caring for myself is part of becoming a counselor I want to be. Um, with taking small steps, I think that, or baby steps, I think like I started eating healthier and I did that one step at a time. Like I would stop eating certain things and replace them with like vegetables or something healthier. I completely cut out like caffeine and anything with caffeine, and I'm slowly working on sugar, which I love sugar, so that one is a little tough. But I think that could go along with like counseling. For example, I could start like telehealth every few weeks and then as I'm doing it, like start going more regularly. Overall, the class has taught me self-care is an ongoing process. It will require flexibility as my responsibilities change, but it will always be an important part of maintaining balance and being able to support others.